And this is where the stakes widen beyond the borders of the island, because the collapse of this case undermines the government's attempt to redraw the meaning of terrorism itself. They've been trying to shift it away from violence and planning and towards political dissent, and they've been hoping that we, the public, wouldn't notice. But Strecker's acquittal has shown that when someone challenges that shift with actual legal scrutiny, and you can argue the Judicial Review for Palestine Action is doing the same thing, the government's logic collapses because it can't be defended with evidence. It relies on inference and suspicion and association and atmospherics, all of which evaporate in a courtroom. And once the state is forced to make its argument openly, the contradictions become visible. The other part of this story is the media behaviour around it too. Independent outlets have laid out the political nature of this case, the weak evidence, the state interference, the broader crackdown, the whole pattern. I've spoken of this case previously as well. They told the story as it was. Meanwhile, some mainstream outlets have covered the case too, but they treated it as a conventional terror trial. None of them have probed or framed it as part of the broader crackdown on pro-Palestine activism. And that silence is part of the machinery too. It protects the government from public scrutiny while the prosecution does its work. It depoliticizes political repression by pretending it's standard procedure. And it allows the government to operate in the space between public ignorance and institutional compliance. So when independent media exposed the interference and the political project behind the trial, they weren't offering opinion. They were filling the void left deliberately by legacy media. And this silence matters too, because if the prosecution had succeeded, it would have rewritten the boundaries of political speech.